Hello and welcome to Up the Villa podcast. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. You'll help us grow massively, and we'll hit a like target of 100 likes. We should call this episode the therapy session, or I don't know, but I feel absolutely shattered. I feel like I'm a nervous wreck at the minute. I feel like we've been on such a journey the last weekend. One point, it looked like he was gone, and then today, obviously, there's that kid at the hotel with his phone that's just doing absolute bits. He's in training today, which I feel, for me, is a massive positive, because I just feel like, I don't know, if he was to go, he wouldn't be there. But how are you feeling? Brilliant to have Ashley on. How are you, mate?
Yeah, all good, mate. Yeah, just climbing the walls with it all, really. Is it off or on? Is it off or on? But I've said it from day one. I think you're going to stay, Luke. And I've had that gut feeling. I speak to people close to his circle as well. It's been such a difficult decision for him as well. But I think those not close, those with his agency, they're pushing for the move. That's obvious. So, but yeah, decision day is looming, and the countdown's on. But Villa fans like me, you, and everyone just climbing the walls at the minute. They don't know which way it's going to turn. But like you say, Grealish trained today. Harry Kane didn't, did he? So that's positive in that sense. But yeah, looking forward to it all ending. But it's going to be one hell of a ride until then.
I think we've all turned into like body language experts. I mean, if we can get someone to tap into Lang's phone for like half hour, that would be good as well. But it's just been such a tough one, hasn't it? Because obviously everybody loves him to bits. He means so much to the Villa. But it's just a real difficult one. Justin, how have you been finding it and dealing with it?
Well, I think I've had three moments when I think I've been having a heart attack over the last few days, to be fair. My heart's been going 10 to the dozen. Like all of us, really. We are living, eating, breathing it at the moment, aren't we? Refreshing phones every 5 seconds. I think I've lost count, 750 bloody WhatsApp groups and thousands of messages going backwards and forwards. Every single word and visual and picture and video is being totally ripped apart for this and that. It's getting a bit out of hand, isn't it, really? But it like you say, it just shows that what he means to this club, and this is what everybody outside the Villa fan base doesn't get. They just don't get. Man City fans don't get it. Any other fans don't get it. It's a unique situation to have a player who is a world-class footballer come through at your club and become a superstar, and then be put in a position where the best team currently in the country that can offer him his pathway to trophies come knocking. And they don't just come knocking, they come bulldozering in with £100 million bid, which I've never seen in my life. It's an unprecedented thing. We was all umming and ahhing whether they could stump the cash up. If anybody could, it was going to be them. And they're not only that they've put the money where their mouth is, haven't they? They just come straight in with it, which took us all by surprise, I think, on Friday. And if anything, it basically, I think we were all a bit shocked and thought, that's it, it's done. Once that money was on the table. So the fact we're still talking about it on Monday has to be a positive, in my opinion, because if he had have angled for the move, and I agree with Ashley, I think his agency and his people that are sort of backing him, his agent, they want him to move for probably financial reasons, and they've got his career to look after, and that's what they're paid to do. So for them, although it's a massive financial plus for them all, but they want to see their client win things and become a global icon, superstar, whatever you want to call it, and they see that moving to City creates that. But what everybody's not forgotten about is the pull he's got for Villa. I mean, had he not been a Villa fan, he would have left 3 years ago, 2 years ago. Every summer for the last 3 or 4 summers, he would have gone. I have no doubt about that. But this pull for this club is what's keeping him currently. Hopefully, hopefully, we'll turn it in our favour. And I don't envy him whatsoever. I've seen loads of stuff written about it, like we all have. We just love him. I've put it on there. I'm a 45-year-old bloke that's watched this club for decades. I don't mind saying I love Jack Grealish. with all my heart, like I love my family. The bloke is a legend, and I want him to stay. I pray he stays, and I hope it's the outcome we're all praying for.
Defo. But I mean, Grealish is here at the minute. So if you were to look at that Villa side at the minute, Watkins up top, Grealish, Buendia, Bailey looks like he's coming in. The defence is quality. The keeper's quality. The side's very, very good. It only needs a central midfielder like a Ward-Prowse or someone else in there. And I feel like we'd be right up there. Ryan, how are you feeling then?
Man, just like the rest of you, man, my head is scrambled. I ain't thinking straight, can't concentrate on work. I had a text on my phone today, screen time, that was up 36% or something to 7 hours a day. I spent all Saturday night going, flicking through Twitter, refreshing. It's like the world's worst fucking roller coaster, and you can't get off. You just keep going round and round and round. It's nuts, and I've never experienced anything like it. And similar to what Justin was saying there, I got a bit of grief on Twitter for exposing my love for Grealish. You're a grown man, grow up. Villa's still going to be there. Well, that's fucking obvious. Whatever happens with Grealish, we're still going to be Villa fans, and we're still going to be going down the ground, and we're still going to be giving it 100%. But this guy, our captain, he's a generational talent. He's in Villa colours. He's a Villa fan. It fucking means something, doesn't it? It's much more than just losing your best player. We've lost the likes of Ben Teke, Ashley Young, David Platt, Dwight York. We've lost them players, but Grealish it's totally different. It's totally different scale. And it's feel like, I don't know, one of your family members are moving away or something. We're part of him, and he's part of us. And we've got that fantastic relationship and bond. And I was just thinking about it today. Villa could potentially turn down £100 million for a Villa player. 5 years ago, we was hoping Gusted and McCormack would fire us back to the Premier League, and now potentially we're turning down that sort of money. So where we've come from, and where we were, if Jack stays or Jack goes, the project is still on. It's still very much alive, and we're still heading in the right direction. But if we can keep him here as long as we can, it's only going to accelerate that growth.
I think you make a good point, Ryan, about the project and where that goes. The big thing for me is that obviously we need to keep him because he's going to propel us quicker to get to where we do want to go to and the level that we are going to get to. And once we hopefully get to that, we can use that global superstar for our own brand, and that's just going to propel Villa for the future as well. So, Ashley, how do you see playing then? What is your gut vibe?
Yeah, I said it from day one. I think he stays. I put my head on the block there. All the other journos have said he's going. Those who cover the Villa beat as well say he's off. I've said no. I know the Villa pull as well. I'm a Villa fan as well. It's like Justin said, it'd be long gone 3 years ago. You know what I mean? But this pull, he's really getting him in. So he's gone to training straight after playing from Croatia. He's gone into training. He's seen his teammates. He's checking out the vibe. What's the mood like? He's in with Ashley Young, a hero of his, and he's checking it out at the moment, and obviously he's had talks with Langer today. And I think the owners are flying in as well. So he's due to have that big sit down this week, today or tomorrow or something like that. And he just wants it all ironed out. What's happening going forward? What's the plans in the window? You're getting Bailey, who else is coming in? Can we really have a really good go at it? So that's the vibe I'm getting. I put my head on the block, haven't I? I've said it from day one, and I might get stick if he joins City, but you can't underestimate that pull. I think his family from what I've heard, want him to stay and be this hero like Gerrard is at Liverpool kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? And I think I can see him doing that. But obviously, the national press, they're saying 100 million that he's going to go. Yeah, he's off because it's Villa and Man City. But I don't get that anymore. There's not that much of a gulf between the two sides, the way Villa are going. So that's what I'm getting at. Obviously, it all boils down to the player, Luke. It's up to Jack. End of story. You can gossip or you can read it into how you want, but it's down to the player himself. So he's checking out the Villa camp. He's having meetings with Johan and Dean and Christian and seeing what the plan is. And I think he'd have spoken to the City players as well. Foden, his big mates with, all on the same bench as well. Pickford, Kyle Walker and all them, they're all on the same bench as him as well. So he's in between two places at the moment, but I think he stays, and as long as it goes on, we can't really it can't really go on much longer, can it? We can't really be here next week talking about this, can we?
No.
Obviously, Sevilla Saturday and it's on to Watford season starts, so we need to be cracking on. So, yeah, I think patience is needed, but I think it'd be done all sooner rather than later, for sure, mate.
I think it's ironic.
Do you think it actually, is it unusual for Villa to be so quiet when, I mean, we said this before we came in here, you know, the bid went in, but Villa haven't even acknowledged that bid publicly. Is that unusual? And is it unusual they haven't literally said anything apart from just going about their daily business? Even the socials are just doing what they would normally do day to day.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think it's the Man U interest last summer. I don't think Man U even bid, so that didn't even come into it. And then Grealish obviously signed that new contract, and Villa stayed quiet there. Dean's not doing any media at the moment. The club aren't speaking to me at the moment, which is frustrating on my behalf. So yeah, I'm really annoyed being in my profession, covering Villa.
And the media reaching out to them, is that what you're saying? But there's just nothing coming back that they normally would. So the channel's sort of closed at the moment. Is that,
the channels are closed at the moment. Yeah, if I went down to that training ground tomorrow, I'd be banished. They wouldn't allow me in Villa Park, and they'd see that as being, you shouldn't be doing this. This is a private trip. So yeah, really frustrated on my behalf. No media at the moment. My texts and my calls are getting blanked. So that they're staying quiet. Even they could feed me even the littlest a bit, but they're not doing that at the moment. So I'm quite frustrated, but I'm sitting tight and just hoping for the best, Justin. So yeah, that's where we're at. We're discussing it now. That's where we're at. We don't know what's going on.
And what was the Stoke game like, Ashley?
The Stoke game, yeah, I was at Bristol. The one before that, Stoke. Bristol.
Yeah, sorry, Bristol.
So even the club didn't tell me that they was playing at Crewe. I only got told by one of the sources of mine saying they're playing at Crewe at the moment. So that was quite bad form from Villa. If you're going down there, you want to see Buendia play and that, and they weren't even there. They didn't even give reasoning. But I wanted to keep it under wraps. Fair enough. But yeah, the fans were at Crewe. 1,000 went down there, and yeah, the team bus arrived. The fans were trying to speak to Dean and whatnot. They're being quite coy with it. So I had no media access there either. So I was quite snookered in that sense. So yeah, it's quite a small squad that went down, wasn't it? So I found out the rest of them were left at Crewe and they all got down the bus down to London where they are today. So just encouraging Jack went straight into training and he's there now for the few days. So yeah, I think that's encouraging. You can take a lot from that.
Yeah, I mean, we're all pretty positive anyway. We've had a bit of a shock there, but I feel like it's positive that, like we're saying, he's in training and stuff, and like hopefully it can get ironed out. So does anyone else want to add anything on this one?
Yeah, I'll just say it is positive training. It is, because if you're going to invest 100 million in someone, or you're going to sell someone for 100 million, you wouldn't even risk them on the training field. You wouldn't even let them lace their boots up, because one little turn of the ankle, you could be out. You could be out for 6 months, as simple as that. So it looks very chilled. It looks a good vibe, don't it? It looks a friendly vibe on that training pitch. They're all chilled out, having the crack. So I'm getting a lot of positive vibes from it. And Ash, I don't know your opinion on it, but the guy that's recording all them clips, surely the Villa are sort of allowing that, or they'd shut him out, wouldn't they?
We had that discussion today. Yeah, I think Villa are letting him do it for a reason. They want to see everyone to see this. It's quite clever from them, really. Fans have been positive from it, aren't they? They say, "Oh, there's Langer talking. It's all good." Jack's training with a smile on his face. Villa are allowing it. If I went down there, they wouldn't allow me to do that. So it's quite funny. But yeah, they're allowing it. They want people's eyes on it. And yeah, but just going back to the point, if Jack does get sold, I think we need to hear from the owners. I think we need a meaty statement or something. What's the plan now? Do you know what I mean?
Is it confirmed that they're definitely on the way? Because I know somebody mentioned the other day that they thought the flight that Edens was flying in Sunday, Monday, but that hasn't materialised. So do you know that they are coming? Or I think Swear is living in London, I think.
Yeah, Nassef's in London, so I've heard about that. I've been trying about Wes if he's flying over, but I'm unsure. So Nassef Suarez will be there. He was there. He was on FaceTime last September when he signed the deal. But he was in Bodymore a few months ago with Prince William as well. So he's very much. He lives in London anyway. So whether Wes flies in as well, Christian's around. So yeah, big talk a bit there. But I'd love to be a fly in the room there. But that's going to materialise, and after that, I think they'll either shake hands or they're waving goodbye. So we'll soon see. But I think we need to. if he does go, I think we need to hear from the club big time.
Just one other thing on what you said earlier, I picked up on when you said about his family are keen for him to stay. Is that something you know or you've heard, or because I think that's a really key point in this. Yeah. Being as his dad's such a huge Villa fan, you know, I know people that know his dad. I don't know him personally. I've never met him, but if he's got his family's backing, obviously they're going to back him whatever because it's their son, isn't it? So whatever he chooses. But the fact that you're saying that they're sort of leaning towards him staying at the Villa, that could be an absolutely huge point in this deal.
Yeah, I did a piece last week saying the Grealish camp is split. I think you got the agency on one end, you got the family on the other. I think the family got reservations. He's going to play at City. Is he going to be the star man, or would be in and out? Which is fair enough, isn't it? That's why Pep does it. No one plays 38 games a season for him, so there's reservations there. I know Kevin personally, his dad, very huge Villa fan. And he's just a bit. He wants Grealish to be happy. His son to be happy. He wants him on the biggest of stages as well. So, I think his family want Villa to kick on with Jack. I think that's fair comment. But I think Jack's getting a feel with the club now. What's happening? Can we really go at it this season? So, all to play for. Soap opera's still rolling on. I think we're going to be on the phone 24/7 still. I don't think the missus is going to get any conversation out of me. So, like I was ever saw. But next couple of days, hopefully, by the end of the week, we'll know what the score is.
Buzzing, right. Well, so we'll end it on that one. We just thought we'd give out a little bit of a vibe, and it's brilliant to have you on the channel, Ash.
Anytime, enjoyed that.
And up the Villa.
Nice one.
Up the Villa.